Hey, it's me. I don't have any pants on. How you doing? I know I'm doing stellar, but I also have to give you a little explanation. So sit your ass down in the comfortablest chair you can find and listen up. I'm sorry I haven't been making that many movie reviews, but there's also an explanation. There hasn't been jack shit coming out. Oh, I'm sorry. If you really wanted to see fucking Unfriended, you wanted my personal opinion on it. Well, who who the fuck likes Unfriended? To be honest, does anyone care about that? No. Who wanted to see Paul Blart? No one. I don't have a kid. I don't fucking know who else to recommend that to. I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow and review it. But still, there isn't fucking anything good coming out. Oh, but there's a movie about a fucking immortal girl who finds love. What the fuck? That's stupid. That's fucking idiotic. That sounds like the dumbest fucking plot point I've ever heard in a movie. I'm still gonna watch it, cause, reviews and fans. That's what I need. But today I'm reviewing a game. And as you can tell, unless you're not blind, you fucking just click everywhere on a screen. It's Devil May Cry. And I'm sorry that joke went absolutely nowhere. It was a blind person joke. And just in case they're clicking over the screen, they found my review and they can hear my voice. Who the fuck's blind watching this? I don't know. It's a joke. Calm your titty biggies down. Shit. So how the hell is Devil May Cry? Well, sit your ass down. Let me tell you. Devil May Cry is an excellent, not excellent. It's a great game. It's a pretty great game. Every fanboy was like, fuck this, I don't want to play it. Like a fucking baby who didn't want to eat his food. You know, when you like shove baby food in fucking baby's mouth and just go, like a little shit. It's like, better eat this fucking food. Better eat it. You need the protein in your bones, motherfucker. And baby's like, no, I don't need protein. That's kind of how they were acting. They didn't like it, and they were just like giving it zeros and zeros and zeros. And I was like, it's fine, you fucking losers. If you want to hear a real review who doesn't fucking use his like fucking own personal opinion, and actually uses like fact and grades the game right. I use my personal opinion still, but still, it doesn't matter. I don't fucking base it off like the original. It's a remake for fans who don't know dick about the fucking story like I do. I'm your ass. Shit. Still, the remastered edition does plenty that they might even like now. Rebalanced gameplay, 80 FPS. What the fuck's the other things? FPS, all new costumes. Ooh, costumes. That shit's cool, I guess. Forgive me if I'm not shaking in my pancakes and fucking squirting shit down my leg for a fucking costume. I don't give a fuck. It's a costume. Not the end of the fucking world. I'm not gonna go, oh, cause costume is the greatest thing ever. RoboCop 2014 is the greatest thing ever. I made a review about that. It'll blow your fucking mind. Go watch it. So how's the gameplay for Devil May Cry? Pretty stellar. I'm not gonna lie. It got kind of repetitive at one mission, but I was like, okay. And it jumped right back into cool, fucking crisp combat that I loved. And I'll get onto the level design later. That shit was great. And they even rebalanced all the gameplay. They gave you a targeting mode. If you want to know how to activate all this, of course, you gotta press hardcore mode, which is basically the thing that was remastered about it. And they even give you like great weapons that feel balanced, and they give you a cool feeling like, yes, this fucking weapon is Dark Souls right now because like gigantic and bigger than your body. But still, you feel like a fucking god when you kill people. It's fucking awesome. Except for those chainsaw guys. Those guys are assholes. They're fucking hard as shit to kill. But still, the gameplay is pretty stellar. I give it a fucking 9 out of 10. Just because it got repetitive at one point, and there's a lot of keys to collect for your fucking shit to. There's a lot of shit to unlock, okay? This is like, it's not open world, but still, it's like pretty big maps, and you have to find a lot of shit on every level. And you can't go back in the level, so if you miss one, yo, fucked. Can't go back, can't get it, and that pissed me off. Still, 9 out of 10. Gameplay wise, it was fun as fuck. If you really don't care about the fucking keys, like I didn't at one point because I was fine on health, I was like, okay, fine, I don't really care about health. And now we get on to the level design, which is the best part of this game. The level design is great. Every fucking level feels new and interesting and polished and shit. There's even one level that looks like the inside of dubstep. Yeah, it's like all orange and blue and neon colored and shit, and you fight like blue and orange demons. Great. The fucking best levels in a video game I've probably ever seen, and I've played a lot of fucking video games. Trust me, I played a lot. There's a big fucking stack over here. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, where every fucking level felt new. They were just like, yeah, every fucking level felt great. And don't get me wrong, that dubstep level though, it was fucking amazing. So level design was a 10 out of 10. I know I don't usually talk about level design, but this game is a level design kind of based game. It's not open world and shit. Like Mortal Kombat's wasn't. I didn't really talk about the level design because it didn't really feel like interesting. I didn't really talk about it. But level design on this is 10 out of 10. But the characters, everyone hated this new Dante, and I'm not gonna lie. The beginning, Dante's a fucking twat. He's a little shit that doesn't care about humanity. He lives in a fucking disgusting, wrinkled trailer with like maggots and cockroaches eating his pizza and shit. He doesn't even have any fucking pants on at the beginning of the game. Well, at the beginning of the game he does, but takes them off to fucking destroy demon kush, I guess. And then he walks outside and I was like, dude, put some fucking pants on. This is a fucking carnival. There's kids. He didn't look like he gave a fuck at first, but his character developed over time, which is what character development is, if you didn't know. And I was like, oh, I'm actually starting to like Dante. He's giving a fucking shit about humanity now. And Dante became a pretty good character. He's pretty memorable now. And then you got Kat, who's like supposed to be, I think she's supposed to be the love interest of Dante, but I didn't feel the connection. But she's helpful. She gives all this backstory about her past and how they had nightmares and shit, but I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really give a fuck, but she's kind of there to help me with the levels, and she ended up becoming pretty cool. I was like, oh, I actually like this character kind of. I'm not gonna go into why because that would reveal spoilers. But Vergil, his brother. Ugh, what can I say? Brotherly love, but not really, because the love between between those two felt like forced shit. I didn't really care. They like meet and say, "Hey, I'm your brother." It's like, okay. But then they have this fucking Fast and Furious brotherly collection, and they're like, "Oh, let's make witty banter to see how much brothers we are." I was like, "This is forced. I don't like this. This doesn't feel like brother talk. It feels like you just met for the first fucking time." To be honest, I didn't like the connection between Vergil and Dante. It just felt lackluster and pretty dumb at some points. There's a fucking hilarious dick size joke, and I was like, that's pretty funny. That's what brothers talk about, kind of. If you're twins, I guess. I have twin friends. They didn't really talk about their dick size all the time, or ever. Can't get their names away because, YouTube. And then you got the villains. Some of the villains are fucking disgusting. Some of them are pretty cool. And then you got the main villain, Mundus, who's basically like the biggest stockbroker and asshole who owns like $1 trillion in a fucking angel building. Doesn't that just scream evil? Yeah, I think it screams evil. He even threatens the president in like his first fucking scene, as he's like saying, "Oh, $1 trillion. Yeah, that's more like it." And he's like, "Oh, I sense Dante. Send the hunter demon after him." And still, you end up kicking his ass. It's not a spoiler, it's a fucking game. You know it's gonna happen. So overall, characters, video fucking level design was great. Characters were they became great, but some were like lackluster. I loved Mundus' character. He was a fucking evil villain. I loved him. I want to kick his ass and break his balls. And then you got the gameplay, which is repolished and great. They listen to the fans, which is, shit that I like to see. So overall, I'm gonna give the game an 8 out of 10. Just because some of the characters were meh. And that's basically it. Some of the characters are meh. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. I would pick it up if I was you. But here's the thing I was going to talk about. Vergil's DLC. Not good. Pretty bad, actually. Let me get into why it's bad. Vergil's fucking gameplay is remixed, but he feels like shit, and enemies are harder to kill, which is fucking annoying. And then overall his character grows in this DLC, which is something you like to see if a character gets DLC, but still, I'd like to see some humanity in the guy. He, some parts pissed me the fuck off. Like this boss fight, there's one fucking boss fight, and it's not with Dante. Huh. Oh, here's how they kill Dante. Spoiler, cover your ears if you don't want to hear. Dante gets fucked up by a cutscene. No, not even by a cutscene. You press LT and X, cutscene, he kills Dante. Great storytelling, I know. Like, we haven't spent the entire fucking game playing as this character, upgrading his fucking skills so he doesn't have that happen to him. And he gets killed in one fucking foul swoop. And the boss is retardedly easy. It feels like a fucking rebrand. That's what this fucking DLC feels like. It feels like a rebrand. It doesn't feel new. It doesn't feel innovative. That's why I'm giving it a fucking 4 out of 10. It's bad. I would not play it. You won't regret it if you don't play it. There's nothing new to the story. It's bad. But still, it doesn't detract from the main game, which is crisply cool, excellent level design, and memorable characters like Mundus. I love Mundus. He was great. Stay tuned for fucking Paul Blart Hole review. Put me on Suicide Watch though, because that movie sounds like absolute shit. Toodaloo for now.